Welcome back, basketball fans. Welcome back. So this video is looking at Cote d'Ivoire and their games that they played. In the first game, 26 August, they played against Spain. I mean, they went against a powerhouse team in Spain. I know this is a team that a lot of nations don't want to go up against. But man, like Cote d'Ivoire just got tossed and just had to go up against Goliath. And man, we had Juancho Hanan Gomez. He was there. I mean, we had Joel Para in that Spanish team. In the Cote d'Ivoire team, of course, we've got our guys. We've got Professor Fofana. We've got Solo Diabate. We've got Mike Fofana. I mean, Max Markens. Dadiet. Those are the guys that needed to show up in this game. But man, this is the first game. They were not able to get their groove on, and Cote d'Ivoire just got beat brutally by 30 points. I mean, this is just like a welcome to the FIBA World Cup moment for Cote d'Ivoire. And I saw it on the other nations, Angola, Egypt, Cape Verde. They just had that welcome to the FIBA World Cup moment where they just got beat by like 20-25 points. But one thing I've seen about African teams is when they lost like that, except for South Sudan, who lost by 5 points in the first game. So yeah, the other teams lost by like 25-30 points. But in the next games, you could see like the adjustments that the African teams were making were actually pretty awesome. And Cote d'Ivoire won a game against Iran, and they won that game by 2 points. Just a clutch game. I actually even staked and bet on Cote d'Ivoire to win this game, and they did not disappoint, man. I have to roll with my African brothers in there. I've been following them since the Afro Basket, and I knew they had to shock the world, and they had to grab that one win in the contest. And as we speak right now, all the African teams have won their games, and we're yet to see Egypt, and I also make a video talking about them. And Egypt, they've just been struggling in there, but you could see Cape Verde, South Sudan, Cote d'Ivoire, Angola, they've won their basketball games, and they've won a game in there. So I'll just bring a video talking about Egypt. But you can see Cote d'Ivoire, they really fought in this game, and it was just something amazing to see. And they just played some good team basketball. We've got Nisre Zoza, he played 23 minutes, 17 points. Markens Daddy at 10 points. Solo Diabate, I mean, he didn't show up scoring wise, but you could see he had 9 points in there, 25% shooting, and he had 3 assists and 2 steals. You can see he was showing up in the defensive end as well. And you got Amadou Sidibe, 13 minutes played, 10 points. So the only 3 players who scored 10 points or more, and this was majority of the time team basketball, just finding a way to like distribute the ball and trying to find the best shot to take. And this game was actually pretty close, and being decided by 2 points, that means this game was down to the wire, and we never even knew like who's gonna win the ball game in the end. Like even in the final minutes, you never knew, because the game was just scoring slump here, scoring slump there. You're just seeing like the way Cote d'Ivoire and Iran started. It was just like every team was just throwing their jabs pretty well. But in the second quarter, one thing I noticed was Cote d'Ivoire just trying to find a way to pull away slowly, even in the third. But at the end of the third, that's when I saw Iran just cut the lead, and that lead change happened in there. But in the fourth, it was just Iran was on top, Cote d'Ivoire trying to cut that, and it ended up being a clutch affair, because it was just like a 4-5 point spread. Then it just kept changing, and in the end, Cote d'Ivoire just were able to outlast them by 2 points. And in the fouls, you could see Cote d'Ivoire really struggled. 22 personal fouls. They had 14 turnovers, and both teams incredibly. Actually, it was quite interesting. They were tied in total rebounds with 35 apiece, and I mean, Cote d'Ivoire like 23 defensive, 12 offensive. They shot 40% they shot 40% on 2-point field goals, 31% from deep. And in the line, that's where like the game just changed, because on the line you could see they shot 95%. I'm yet to see a team shoot that well from the line, because majority of the time I'm just seeing like it just ranges at the 78 mark to 85, but 95 is actually pretty awesome, and that shows like they really know like how to take them free throws seriously. And in the points in the points from the bench, you could see Cote d'Ivoire pretty good with 36 points from the bench, 24 points in the paint, and 16 points from turnovers. So you could see Cote d'Ivoire just learned from the mistakes that they made in the previous game and against Spain. And I just like to see like teams just making those adjustments and trying to find a way to like change up a bit, especially on offense and how they come off on offense. And when I saw what Cote d'Ivoire did, especially from that Spain loss, it just gave me much more confidence, especially when they moved on to the next game where they're gonna play against Brazil in like 2 days from now, like a day from now. So I'm just getting more confident in this Cote d'Ivoire team, and I feel like if they're able to like grab that Brazil win, at least they can be able to like proceed and have like a better record. You don't want them to like go and lose the other game, so they don't want to get knocked out like that. So I honestly feel that our African teams, they are not disappointing at all. They're just going out there and they're just just taking it one game at a time, just making those adjustments, not rolling over. We just saw like our African teams just have like a shock first game, but you can see in the next games they're changing up and they're winning the games, and they're showing up a lot of fight in there. So that's one thing that I have loved seeing. And in the next video I'll be talking about Egypt, so please stay tuned to that. And before, man, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, comment what you think down in the comment section below. Helps me out a ton. And I'm out. Peace.